Y'all want to see me beat up Stipe?
I would take time off from being a firefighter right now.
Oh, yeah.
At this point, I still get really nervous, man. Stipe Miocic crosses my mind. Stipe will cross my mind. He will cross my mind. I could be having a drink. I could be, you name it. He crosses my mind.
Jon Jones was training last night, got injured. He was wrestling, and he tore the tendon that connects your pec to the bone, off the bone.
I'm tired of this, Grandpa. That's too damn bad. Over the last few months, we've had way too many matchups that have happened way too fast. We haven't had the chance to bathe ourselves in anticipation. Now, the UFC heavyweight super fight at UFC 295 between Jon Jones and Stipe Miocic was just the tonic that we needed. If anything, that fight had been too long in the making. Well, fuck our drag, right? Congratulations 2023 on being the most cursed year in UFC history. Just a few weeks ago, Jon Jones suffered a tendon injury that will see him out of action for 8 months, and he was supposed to fight next week. I ain't maths, but I think that means we need a new main event for UFC 295. The co-main between Jiri and Alex Pereira will become the main event, with Tom Aspinall and Sergei Pavlovich stepping into the co-main slot, and one of them into the interim heavyweight champ spot. So let's pivot real quick and talk about it. Tommy Aspinall. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Tommy. I love him. But his last fight felt a bit like a cop-out. Like a way to kickstart that superstar engine following his injury. This fight, not a cop-out. It's a real goddamn exciting fight, and I shall tell you for why. These two don't like to hang around longer than they need to at the old day job. They clock in, the other guy usually clocks out of consciousness. And then they cash in. Between them, they have 27 first-round finishes. Derek Lewis, Taito Avasa, Curtis Blade, Alexander Volkov, Sergei Spivak, Andrei Arlovsky. Tom has never been KO'd, and Pavlovich only has that TKO loss to Overeem, so will either of them get knocked out in this fight? Ooh, spoilers, you've got to work harder than that to get your hands on my overall prediction. You gotta earn that level of hype, baby. Tom has been submitted once. He has 3 submission wins on his record, and he grew up with a dad/BJJ coach, so you know he's got that string to his bow. Maybe he should look to release it here. He's never been to a decision, but we've seen no reason to doubt his cardio. Tom has more speed, better movement than most light heavyweights, and the size of a heavyweight. He's got this stoic confidence, great fight IQ, and not many miles on the clock TBC on that knee. He's well-rounded. He doesn't have any glaring weaknesses. Pavlovich has been more active recently. He has more experience overall. I'd say he has the bigger names on his resume. And he's got a win over Curtis Blades, who has a win over Tom, albeit by injury. Pavlovich is crazy strong, so physically gifted. He touches someone, they gonna fall down. He's beaten all of the hardest hitters in the division by showing them they don't know shit about power. And he turns people's faces to out-of-date jelly. Oh, and apparently Can wrestle, sambo background and all that. Imagine that. These two took the fight with about 2 weeks to get ready, but Pavlovich was going to weigh in as the backup fighter for Jones versus Miocic, so you know he's been preparing. And he's been preparing for either the greatest of all time or the greatest heavyweight of all time. My point being, you prepare for everything if you're going to fight Jon Jones. So a change in opponent shouldn't make a damn bit of difference. I think Tom's path to victory is to get through the initial onslaught by Sergei, using his speed, his agility, his movement to stay on the outside, stay out of the danger zone while still landing shots of his own. And then when Pavlovich tires, take him down and get him out in the later rounds. And I know that Tom has opened as the betting favourite, but my gut says that after some initial success from Tom, Pavlovich will just get him against the cage and beat the shit out of him, getting him out of there in round 1 or 2. What do you think?